Hello everyone. In today's session, we are going to start about the introduction about the functionality of the EV3. EV3 brick, which we have used at the time of the designing as the brain of the robot. When we designed a robot structure, there we are using EV3 machine, and today we are discussing all the things about the EV3. As you can see on my screen, this is the EV3 brick. This is the center box in this picture. So this is the brain of the robot, and it control all motors and reads all data from all the sensors. So this is the center box which work like this, right? And even we can program it using EV3 software to make the robot move, to detect the objects, to follow the lines, etc. and etc. And here you can see these are the motors. This one. Okay, I'm going to show you. Yes, this one, this one, this one. So these are the motors, right? These are the motors. Uh, like if I'm talking about the large motor, so this one. If I'm talking about the first motor, large motor, so it provides strong and powerful movement, and it is used for driving wheels. Main thing is it is used for driving wheels or like lifting heavy parts, and it is perfect for task where like a robot needs high torque, right? So we can say it help us to like program precise and powerful robotic actions. So this is about the large motor. Now we have the medium motor. We need to identify by the structure. You can see this is the large motor and this is the medium motor. Even in a single kit we have two large motors and one medium motor, so we can use two large motor as well, right? So if I'm talking about the medium motor is looking different from the large motor, so we can easily identify which one is large motor and which one is medium motor. And if I'm talking about the medium motor, then it provides faster but less powerful movements. It works faster than the large motor, but the main thing is we can use for the less powerful movements. If we want more powerful movement or strong powerful movement, then we will go with the large motor. And it is used for a smaller mechanism like claws, like arms, or even quick actions. We can use medium motor, and it is good for speed and precision matlab more accurate, right? So it maintain precision while trading some power for compact size and faster response. So the main role of this motor is this, right? Now, here you can see this is again, this is center box, this is EV3 brick. But if I'm talking about this area, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So all are the sensors. All are the sensors, right? And with sensor, we have in our kit, we have ultrasonic sensor, we have a color sensor, even we have a gyro sensor, we have a touch sensor. So today I'm going to elaborate minor about this, and later on we will discuss like more in detail. when we will go for the programming section. But right now, for understanding, I'm going to tell you about the all sensors one by one. So if I'm talking about the ultrasonic sensor, then it uses sound waves to measure distance, and it also help the robot to detect objects in front of it, right? Like whatever object in front of the robot we have, by the help of ultrasonic sensor we can easily identify or detect. And even it works like a bat's eco locations, right? Now, if I'm talking about the next, that is color sensor. So it detects seven different colors, and it also measures light in intensity, right? And it is most and most useful for the line following, like colors or sorting. If we are using sorting, then we can use color sensor. If we are using anywhere colors, different colors, then we can use color sensor, so that we can easily detect the color, which color we our robot can see, right? Through this sensor we can easily find out the track through the colors, right? Now, next one we have the gyro sensor, and it measures like how fast and how much the robot is rotating or turning. If we if we want to use fastest turn or fastest rotation during the championship or any kind of competition where we are using EV3 material, so we can use gyro sensor in the robotic structure, so that it can help us to find out the fastest route or fastest turning or rotations, right? Now, next we have a touch sensor. Here it is. This is the touch sensor. This one is the touch sensor, right? So it works like a button. Here you can see this is the red button, because we are talking about this red button. Yes, this one, right? So this is the button, and it detects when it pressed or released, used for bump detection or starting actions. So it recognizes three conditions. First one is touch. If it touch any object, it can detect the object and bumped, and when released, we can also find out any object. So we can use any state. It's not necessary we are going with the touched only or bumped only or released only. So we can set any state. So these are the states, right? These are three states. And then in this diagram, we have one more important thing, that is rechargeable battery, right? Here you can see the rechargeable battery. This one. This one is the rechargeable battery. What is the role of rechargeable battery? It powers the EV3 brick. It can be recharged instead of using AA batteries, because we can use batteries as well. Because here we have a place where we can set the batteries. If we don't want to take batteries, then we have an option also, by the cable we can also charge it. Here's the charging point, right? This is the charging point. Yes, this one. So we can charge these batteries. So that's why we are saying the power of the EV3 brick, and it can be recharged easily. So this is all about the things which we can use at the time of the robot structure for the functioning. Okay, so let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. That is EV3 brick. What actually it is? Like what kind of structure we have, or what things we have in the EV3 brick? We'll discuss this thing, right? So let's start with the EV3 brick, right? So as you can see on the screen, EV3 brick you can see on the screen. Here it is. I'm going to show you the complete picture. Yes. So this is the main EV3, and even the main important thing is like all the functions are here. So we'll discuss step by step. So we'll start from the display screen, which you can see in the center. Okay, I'm going to highlight this so that you can easily understand where is the display screen. Here it is. So first we will discuss all these things and later on we will come here. So the display shows actually the name of the brick. In the center you can see, in this center, this is the name of the brick. You can change it also. Okay, you can change it also. And even we have one more thing, status icon. Status icon like Bluetooth we have. This is a symbol of Bluetooth here, right? And Wi-Fi symbol is also here. And then battery symbol. This is the battery symbol, right? And list of programs, whatever programs stored in the EV3 brick, you can see the list here. This is the list of the program name. Sorry, whatever program you have made, so all are listed here. And even important notifications or settings will also available. This is the setting icon. Here you can see this is the setting icon, right? So all things are here. You use this screen to choose program and check robot informations. Okay, so this is the setting option. And now if I'm talking about so this is the stored file section where all the listed files uh, presented, right? Now if I'm talking about the brick name, so here you can see EV3 mentioned here, but we have an option to change the name of the EV3 brick. Like if I want to write here my name, I can replace it easily in place of EV3. Okay. Now next one is, if I'm talking about the USB icon, which you can see here. Okay, I'm going to remove all these symbols. Yes. So this is the symbol of USB. So it shows or like whether the EV3 brick is connected to a computer through USB, or it is used for like downloading programs from laptop to EV3. And even for charging the bricks in some version, not in all, and transferring the files. So we can use this USB for all these purposes. Now next we have the battery level indicator in the right side, below the USB, or right side, I can say, right side of the USB. Here it is. So these all are the symbols of a battery level indicator. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And all have different roles. Like you can see, like this is the full charged, and this is half discharged, then this level is completely uh, dead, right? So all, by the help of all these symbol, you can easily understand what is the status, or I can say what is the level of the battery. Now we have one more thing, that is the Bluetooth. That is most important thing. That is a wireless connection icon. Okay. So what is the role of this? The role is very simple. These icons shows Bluetooth and Wi-Fi status. So Bluetooth icons, if I'm talking about the Bluetooth icons, so Bluetooth on but not connected, right? This is a symbol of Bluetooth on but not connected, and this is to visible to other devices, right? If the symbol is just like this, and then next one is like connected to another Bluetooth device, and this one is for the EV3 brick connected as well as brick, sorry, visible, as well as visible, right? And then we have two more symbols, this one and this one. If it your EV3 brick is showing this symbol, then it means Wi-Fi on but not connected. And if I'm talking about the next symbol, so that is again, it shows you like your EV3 brick is connected to the Wi-Fi network, right? So this is the right symbol for us, and this is the right symbol for us. Rest you can see, we need to check out why it is showing like this. Okay. So this is all about the display screen. Next we have some brick buttons. These are the brick button. One, this is the center button. Two, one is the back button, and two is the center button. And third is, if I'm talking about the third, so in on third we have four directional buttons, like left, right, and up and down, up and down, left and right, right? This is the back button, and its name is center button. We need to understand the things in a very proper way. Like I can say, if I'm talking about the back button, and then we will, okay, let's discuss step by step. This is a center button. These are the directional buttons, like up, down, right, and left. Okay, let's discuss the functions and uses of all the buttons which are on the EV3. Because we have already covered the display screen section. So let's start with the buttons. So first, if I'm talking about the back button, right? So go back to the previous menu. It will help you to go back to the previous menu, and even it also help you to stop any program, like whatever functioning is going on, whatever function is going on during the execution of the robot structure. If you will press the one button or the back button, your current running program will be stopped. Okay. And then third one is turn off the brick. By the help of this, you can also shut down your brick. If you will do long press, so your system will be off. Your brick will be off. Your brick will be in this shutdown mode. So 3 tasks can be done by the help of back button. We need to keep in our mind, right? Then we have a center button. Center button, what is the function of the center button? Center button work like OK or enter. Like if we want to do 2 tasks by this button, so we can do like we can work like okay, like if I want to open this headbanger file, so I need to select it and then click on the center button so that I can give the command that is okay for me, you can open it, right? So in that case we can use it. And if I want to enter on any file, like I'm running and I want to open robodog 6, so I can open it by the help of this, right? And if I'm moving right side and then click enter, then also we can use center button. Like if I want to come here, for example, right now this one is selected and I want to come here. So I will use right button to come or to jump onto that folder and then click on the center button so that I can give the command that is okay and enter. You can open this folder, right? In this way we can work. And it is also used to select items, as I have already told you, like open menus and even to choose any program. Just I have explained you, like if I want to open this line follow program, then I need to click here, come down and click center button, or I can say enter uh, by the help of this button, right? So this is the role of the center button. Now we'll discuss the up, down, left, and right button. Okay, so we'll start from the left button. So if I'm talking about the left button, so it is used to move in the left menu. For example, I'm here, and I want to come here. Okay, I'm just going to erase all these things so you can better understand. For example, you are here, right? And you want to come on this folder. So by the help of this button, you can jump out here one by one. You have to press one click, so you will come here. You have to press one more click, then you have to come here. And then you have to press one more click, then you will here by the help of this button, right? Now, next, what is the role of left button? Next role, that is navigate between options. Yes, we can navigate, we can also navigate between the options. If we have two options, and we can also navigate here. Now right button, same. If we want to move right in the menu, wherever you are and you want to move in the right section, so you will go to prefer to press this button, right? Now, next one is up button. So, what is the role of up button? I like to move up in the list. For example, I'm here. Okay, I'm going to change the pen color so that you can understand better. Like you are here and you want to come on the headbanger, then use this button. And what you need to do, click, so you will come here. Okay. Similarly, you will use the down button for choosing the like for move down in menus. If you want to move down in menus, you will go with this button. And it also reduce settings or scroll down. So it also help us in this area as well, right? So these are the buttons. Like in simple words, this picture is explaining us like what you see on the EV3 brick screen, what each icon represent, right? Like if I don't know what is this, what is this, so I can easily understand now. This is a symbol for that, this is a symbol for this, right? So it also help us to understand each icon, and like what each button does actually, what is the role of each button, we have already learned, and how to use the brick to select or to run the program, and even how Bluetooth and Wi-Fi status appear. So we have already discussed all these things here. Okay, now we can remove all the symbols. Okay, let's move ahead. One more thing we need to understand, and yes, two, three things are remaining. Yes, so we need to understand this also. Yes, this section. So in simple way, I'm going to tell you, we have a status of light also. In on the brick, we have three status of light uh, are also available. By the help of this, we can easily understand, like we you can see on the screen three different colors of light. First red will be there, and in second we have a orange light, and then we have a green light. So if I'm talking about the red light, so it means the red is in solid, right? So EV3 is starting up. It means EV3 is starting up, updating, or shutting down. In three cases, you will see in three states you will see red color. Okay, is in starting up condition, in updating condition, in shutting down condition. And or if it is showing like pulsing or blinking kind of red light, so it means there is a high activity happening. Okay, and then if I'm talking about the orange light, so it means the robot is alert or running a program. Robot is ready, like. Okay, and if pulsing, blinking karta hai, that means EV3 brick is starting a program or getting ready to run. Okay, EV3 brick is starting a program or getting ready to run. Exactly. And then green light. Green light, EV3 brick is on, but not running any program. So it is an idle mode, waiting condition. So that is again, we have one more condition, like if green light is pulsing or blinking, so it means a program is currently running. So we need to keep all these states in our mind so that we can understand what EV3 is doing right now. Now next condition we have, you can see some ports are here. So we need to understand all the ports, like what are the functions of all the ports, because today we are covering EV3, right? So here you can see these are four input ports and these are four output ports. If I'm talking about the input port, so input ports, so their name is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if I'm talking about the output ports, so A, B, C, and D, right? So yeah, we'll start with the port 1, 2, 3, 4. So these ports are used to connect sensors to the EV3 brick. This is the most important part, because sensors you can plug in, like touch sensor, color sensor, ultrasonic sensor, gyro sensor. Always plug sensors in input ports only, because they give us input, right? And if I am talking about the ports A, B, C, and D, so these are the output port. These ports are used to connect motors to the EV3 brick. like large motor, two large motor we have, one medium motor we have. So motor always go into the output port, A to D, wherever you want to put, you can go for it. But you can see one more thing, PC button is here. What is the role of PC port? So it's a mini USB port, just located next to the D port, just located next to the D port, right? So it is used for like connecting the EV3 brick to a computer, connecting EV3 brick to a computer and downloading programs from laptop to EV3. It also help us because it's a very useful port, and we call it mini USB port, USB port, because it is connected, connecting EV3 brick to a computer. Without this, we can't download or our programs from laptop to EV3. Okay, and then come here. If I am talking about the bottom left block, this is the bottom left block. So it's a speaker. It's a speaker. And if I'm talking about the bottom middle block, so yes, here we have USB port and SD port, right? So we'll discuss it later. But before that, we'll discuss the speaker part. So the small round area is the speaker, this one. It plays like beeps, sound effects, recorded sounds, alerts from the robot. So it will work. It will give us sound, right? And if I'm talking about the USB host port, which is on the bottom middle block, you can see this is the full size USB port. It is used for adding a USB Wi-Fi dongle. If you want to use, if you want to use connecting other USB devices, you can go with this. And even you can add SD card also. So you can insert a micro SD card up to 32 GB. Okay, up to 32 GB, not included. Okay, maximum 32 GB. So it is used for increasing storage of our EV3. It also used for storing more and more programs. It also help us for saving data or even audio files. Okay, so if I'm going to summarize this section, so yes, input ports are 1 to 4, output ports are A to D. This is used for connecting sensors, this is used for connecting motors. This is the PC port. PC port is used to connect EV3 to a computer, because we can design it through the hardware parts, but how it will work when we will feed programs, and from the software we need to design, and then we can insert that program in the EV3 so that we can run it, right? And speakers play sound, right? Plays sound, and then USB host port to like add Wi-Fi dongles, and SD card slot to increase memory. In short, this is the complete explanation of this section. Okay. Now we'll go downside. Yes. So I think this section is the last section about the EV3. Yes. So if I'm talking about this part, so it is all about the battery, right? It is all about the battery. So if I'm talking about the first picture, you can see here. So it's a like how we can remove or how we can insert battery cells in this EV3. So this thing, this picture shows like type of batteries you can use, how to install the rechargeable batteries, and even how to charge the battery, and some safety informations also there. So if I'm talking about the first option, this one. So what it means? It means EV3 rechargeable battery, 7.4 volt, right? You can see here. Recommended, more powerful, right? It saves money and it's a long term work. Sorry, it will work for long term, and charges without removing the battery. And if I'm talking about the A battery, so these are regular A battery, need to replace often and not as convenient. And if I'm talking about the installing the EV3 rechargeable battery, so the image is showing step-by-step instructions. So these are the steps to installation of the rechargeable battery. So step one is remove the battery cover from the EV3. Here you can see remove the battery cover from the EV3 brick. These are two areas from where we can remove it. And in step two, take out the AA battery holder if present. Okay. And then insert the EV3 rechargeable batteries into the spaces. Here are the spaces where you can place the cells, where you can place the batteries. And in step 4, slide the rechargeable battery in until it clicks and then close the cover. Here you can see. So this makes the EV3 brick ready to use if you are using rechargeable batteries, right? So this is the process of inserting the rechargeable batteries. Here you can see. And if I'm talking about the charging the battery, so yes, so it like connect the power adapter we have in the kit to the charging port on the EV3 battery, and plug the adapter into the wall socket, whatever socket you have in the lab, and a red light will turn on while charging. And when fully charged, the light turns to the green. Okay, this is the important point. And when charging, do not remove the battery. It charges while staying inside the robot. You can't remove this battery when you are charging the robot. Okay, what are the safety notes? So yes, charge for at least 20 minutes before first use. Do not use directly. And do not let the battery get wet. Okay, and do not use the robot if the battery is completely drained, and yeah, charge first, right? So this is the procedure. You can see here these are two lights which shows you like if your battery is uh, in red form, brick status light will turn red, and whenever you will press the center button, this is the process of turning on, how to turn on, like to turn on the EV3 brick, press the center button first, and this is the center button. After you press the button, the brick status light will turn red and starting screen will be displayed. This is the starting screen, which you can see in the first picture. This is the starting screen. And when the light changes to green like this, right? So EV3 brick is ready. To turn the EV3 brick off, again press the back button, not the center button. To shut off, we have already discussed this point. To shut off the brick, you need to use the back button until you see the shutdown screen. This is the shutdown screen. You can see on the screen. Yes, this is the shutdown screen. Yes, this one, right? And to turn EV3 brick off, press the back button until like you see the shutdown screen, and the abort X means abort will be already selected. This is by default selected. Use the right button, this right button, right, to select the accept, right? So to check mark. The press the center button, okay. Then you have to press okay. So your EV3 brick is now turned off. If you press OK while the X is selected, if you will return to run recent screen. If you don't want to shut off, you want to go to the recent screen, so you will press this, which is already selected. You need to click on only OK. Okay, so this is the process to like shut down your brick and uh, open your brick. So this concept is all about the brick, like how it works, how it look like, what kind of symbols EV3 brick have, and what is the functionality and uses of the symbol which are available on the brick screen or the brick buttons, right? So all we have discussed, like what are the ports brick have, what are the SD ports brick have, how we can run the programs, and even how we can download the uh, system programs to the EV3. So we have discussed all these things in this session. I hope all these things are clear to you. Thank you.